Welcome back to another inspiring chapter. Let's step right into his world. Sometimes the most intriguing stories begin not with leaps of fate, but with quiet decisions that later reshape entire industries. One such decision was made in 1982 in New York. Far from the bustling streets of Karachi or the corridors of Pakistani corporate power, a young man had just stepped out of Columbia University, armed with ambition, clarity, and something more. An instinct that would one day place him at the heart of Pakistan's banking transformation. That man was Atif Bajwa, and yet his journey has not been a straight line. It is a tale of departures and returns, of opportunities embraced and sometimes refused, and of leadership that continues to leave its mark. Atif Bajwa's story began when he joined Citibank in 1982, launching a career that would span 4 decades across continents. From these early days, he was marked not as an ordinary banker, but as a strategist with a global vision. Over the years, his path wound through the world's major financial institutions, with him serving in Europe, Asia, and Pakistan. Rising through international ranks, he soon assumed major roles such as regional head for Citigroup in Central and Eastern Europe, and head of consumer banking for ABN AMRO across the Asia-Pacific region. But his international career was not his only distinction. Returning to Pakistan, Bajwa rose to leadership positions in some of the country's most significant financial institutions. He served as president and CEO of MCB Bank, and later Soneri Bank, before eventually becoming a central figure at Bank Alfalah. His relationship with Alfalah would prove unusual, one of both exits and returns, each time carrying the weight of decision-making that influenced not only his career, but also the institution itself. When he first became president and CEO of Bank Alfalah in October 2011, Bajwa's leadership style stood out. He combined a deep understanding of local market dynamics with lessons learned from the international stage. Under his eye, Bank Alfalah grew in profitability and reach. Yet in June 2017, at what many thought was the prime of his career, he chose to step away, citing personal reasons. But in leadership, departures often set the stage for returns. Years later, with the resignation of his successor, Nauman Ansari, Bajwa reappeared, taking back the helm as president and CEO. By 2022, the bank under his strategic direction had achieved remarkable performance, including a 27% year-on-year profitability growth. Deposits, assets, and the bank's branch network expanded, cementing Alfalah as a financial force. That same year, his personal compensation reflected the success Rs. $225 million in income, up from Rs. $187 million the previous year. Beyond the figures lay a story of steady confidence. Here was a leader trusted to bring stability when challenges loomed. After all, Alfalah's majority ownership belonged to Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan's Abu Dhabi Group, a conglomerate with significant investment presence in Pakistan. Bajwa was their man to safeguard and steer the ship. Yet his career was not without unusual turns. In January 2020, before resuming his position at Bank Alfalah, Bajwa had been slated to become president and CEO of the Bank of Punjab. At the last moment, however, he declined the offer due to personal reasons. That single decision left the Bank of Punjab struggling with leadership crises, while his own reputation as a careful decision-maker only grew stronger. But Bajwa's reach extends far beyond banking. Over the decades, he has chaired influential organizations such as the Pakistan Business Council, where he pushed for economic reforms, and the Overseas Investors Chamber of Commerce and Industry, where he built bridges with global investors. He has served as a voice of both industry and public interest, often balancing private business needs with the larger national economic agenda. His roles as a director tell the same story of wide influence. At present, he simultaneously leads or sits on boards across diverse industries. Packages Limited, Pakistan Oxygen Limited, Kushali Bank, Avon Hotels, PIA Investments, RHC Operating LLC, Minhal France SA, and more. Few professionals in Pakistan command such a footprint across banking, business, and social initiatives. Despite the scale of his achievements, one aspect of Bajwa's career remains striking: the choices he made not to accept opportunities. Whether it was stepping away from Alfalah in 2017, leaving the Bank of Punjab untouched in 2020, or walking out for personal reasons at key junctures, his career trajectory cannot be explained by ambition alone. Instead, Atif Bajwa's story reads like that of a strategist who knows the weight of timing. Leadership roles came to him, and he often said yes, but sometimes his power was in saying no. And so, as of today, he remains president and CEO of Bank Alfalah, holding the confidence of shareholders and employees alike. Yet if history tells us anything, it is that Atif Aslam Bajwa's journey is far from over. With each decision, each turn, curiosity lingers what might be the next chapter he chooses to write.